to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that's frustrating, and that's a frustrating sign for this defense early, man. You want to set the tone physically up front, and 3rd down and short, and you're nowhere to be found. And they easily get that first down, gaining some momentum and really establishing the line of scrimmage.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
He might want another play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And this defense started to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Direct snap. Creates a little space. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Anger. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Pulled and finds his man on the left.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Free up the gut. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Anger. He's got it down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
First down for this offense. Lost a throw on first down. He makes a catch. Racing to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boise State.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss to the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First play of the period will be a second down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it on the run. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Makes the grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Anger. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It's complete. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Broncos!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Making side adjustments here. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Finds us back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Balls in the deep ball. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. On Wisconsin, they're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up 14 over Kennesaw State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Anger. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man in the middle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Auburn lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Anger. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. They get to him as he throws. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Okay, ready? 6-9-1, Gator score! Spire! Convoy!
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Tiger! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Anger. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pettis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much.
Oh, a lot of space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Anger. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
As a quarterback, you've got to be precise when throwing these corner routes. You cannot leave the ball short or that thing is getting picked. So nice job by the QB putting enough air under the ball to give his wide receiver a chance.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
To throw, it's Anger. Buying some time. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Touchdown, Broncos. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense is so lucky. That easily could have been a massive turnover in the end zone, but Johnny on the spot, able to pounce on it, and the end result is what they were hoping for anyway. It's a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds space on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Colorado. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. There he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got the back over the middle. Turning it on. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. They want to throw it. Buys a little extra time. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school, and everything was taken away. He could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that one.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for 6. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He wants to throw it. intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Under fire. It's complete to the left. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He caught it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
He is denied short of the end zone as the 2-point try fails, and this will remain a 9-point lead. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So here comes the Auburn offense. He wants to change this route. Quick release on the RPO. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Complete to the right. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the...
He gets a hand on it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Boise State. They got the score they needed, but now the question, can they get the ball back? And how?
And that was the big part, right? You had to get the score first, but now do you want to kick an onside kick or do you want to kick it deep and trust your defense? It depends what you feel more comfortable with your unit.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They go right back to it. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with second down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.